What's up, guys? Grizzly Wizard here.
And I'm Hera.
Coming back for another reaction to House of the Dragon Season 2 finale. Episode 8. Mm-hmm. Episode 8. We've come to it. Snuck up on me because I thought there was going to be 10 episodes. I don't know why I thought that. I guess it's always been an 8-episode thing. Yeah, like the Game of Thrones, the seasons were 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I was thinking with that. But here we are at the end of the road.
I mean, it was wishful thinking. It was wishful thinking.
Yeah, maybe that's all it was. Season 2's been good. I think that cumulatively we probably had like 11, 12 minutes solid of like dragons.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. And
that's where all of the budget went. Because like the dragons look fantastic.
Yeah.
They look so real and they sound so good, and you know.
Yeah. I love how individual like each one is. They're so unique to each other.
The colors, the physiology, the sounds, like they have the size and shapes. Like it makes dragons feel like this various, like really diverse species versus like every dragon is the same but different colors. You know, like in D&D when you've got 5 identical dragon models and you painted them different, like, and that's where the differences come from. This feels more like a biological, like an actual species of creatures with like genus and like subspecies, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely could be.
They put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, and I definitely still wonder if like dragon egg color matches dragon color.
Yeah, we still don't know. We still don't know.
Yeah.
We were like a whole week late posting our reaction where we posed that question to you in the comments. So we haven't had time to read the comments, and so we still don't know the answer to that. But you know what? Maybe we'll find out in 2 years when the next season comes out. So without further ado, House of the Dragon finale. Let's go. Meanwhile, on Boat Island.
Love the music.
It's kind of a tropical place. Monkey.
Is this one of those hot spring monkeys?
I could not produce such a coin, even if I wanted to.
Again, you plead poverty. It is hollow stuff from the mouth of a Lannister.
Break the blockade, and it will benefit you.
Do you think that we lack for buyers for our tapestries and perfumes? Essos is as rich and is as vast.
It seems.
I guess sounds like he's talking with his dying breath.
Yeah, right.
Had too many cigars before they filmed today, I guess.
The stepstones.
Wow. You guys got blue hair.
Pretty blue.
What of them?
I think Dario Naharis in the books was supposed to have blue hair, and then he didn't. So maybe that's like a little nod to that.
It in here,
yeah.
We will impose a simple tax on those passing through. Recoup the losses we took fighting the Velaryon hordes.
Extortion.
A fleet of warships, then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
You can
everybody should
topple the
watch
Regent
the
and do
throne
it yourself.
One more condition.
He's like, I'm so hot. Please let me just
I
go
know,
take
right?
my
I'm
cape
wearing
off.
so many cloaks right now, dude. Just let me go.
His name is Lohar. The sailors are fiercely loyal to him. If he does not lead them, they will not fight.
Good old Lohar.
Lohar.
Very well.
Very well. I mean,
Let us meet this commander then.
He's like, let's just get on with this. Come on.
This is Tyler Lannister of Casterly Rock.
Well met, Lord Tywin.
It's Thailand.
You're thin.
But also tall.
oh my God, what are they like gonna
They're both
cannibalize him or
tall
something?
men.
Ooh, look at the like heat resonance, like the heat waves. It's so hot.
God, Vhagar terrifies me. Damn.
Goodness.
Damn. Not another great battle off screen. Come on.
I know. I was like, what? You miss it?
It happened between episodes, I guess.
Oh my gosh, just like corpse burning.
Yeah, Vhagar is definitely the scariest of the dragons.
You're a good man. Oh, wow.
How long do you think it's been? Weeks, obviously, but
It's been,
months?
time's definitely passed. I don't think it's been months. It's
No,
hard
it's
to
like
tell.
there's no open wound on his face anymore. It's all scarring, so that had to be definitely several weeks.
He's got the best medieval homeopathic medicine money can buy. So
It's true.
could have been a swift
This
healing.
is faster than the small folk.
He has the best Reiki in the kingdom.
We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some
There's no
time.
condition to leave.
Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you. He is thwarted and he is angry. There is no telling what he will do, but we have an opportunity.
Take me to my throne. And once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
Oh my god.
That's certainly a plan.
We can live well and remain until what is coming has passed.
He's not gonna run, dude. I mean, at the end, he's silly, but he's a Targaryen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My dragon is dead. I am burnt and disgusting.
Is he dead?
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that?
Oh.
Yeah. It burst in the flames like a sausage on a spit.
Do not despair,
Damn.
Your Grace. There are better days ahead.
That's upsetting.
Aegon the Victorious, risen from the ashes.
Aegon the realm's delight.
Well, now you sound like a dessert.
Afternoon delight.
Do you think the actor who plays Larys has figured out that if he delivers his lines very slowly and softly, he'll have way more screen time than anybody else in the scene? Because he does. He's
does
on the screen like 3 times more than anyone else, any of his scene partners, is because he delivers his lines so slowly.
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Ulf.
It's not up to you.
Who's it up to then? Boy?
He is the prince, Ulf.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here. Who'd have thought it?
He lives here.
Oh, the young prince! Look at that hair. As dark as they say. Let them tell us we don't have Targaryen blood, eh? You and I, cut from the same cloth.
It is a sacred inheritance of which you know nothing.
Jesus.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much use to the manners of court.
Or any
No,
manners
I
at
love
all,
it.
I'd say.
No matters at all. Seriously.
The so-called Prince Regent has burned Sharppoint down to its stones. Thousands of its
So that was
folk
Sharppoint
dead
is what
or
that
lost,
was.
its harbor in ashes.
Well, but he like really didn't mean anything offensive about it. He was trying to just connect with him.
I will see you
Have a
hanged
feast first.
and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Damn, what a temper tantrum. Like, I don't know why they were trying to make us feel bad for him in the last episode. Imploring that she shouldn't give dragon riders out to other people. Like,
Yeah.
I get his point, but like, why should we have empathy for the guy who like lives in a castle and eats feasts every day for every meal and has a pet dragon when the show is giving us focal time with the small folk and showing us how they live? Like, there's no way we're supposed to.
I know. I've been
empathize
kind of
with
wondering why
Jace.
Jacaerys has been so like, yeah, panties in a bunch about it all.
It's because he's losing the one thing that makes him special. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah,
have a good
that's
claim. 'Cause
true.
He's a
That's
bastard. The
true.
one thing he had was I'm a dragon rider,
Yeah.
and now that's a common thing.
Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar
Is
is not
she?
his only dragon.
Helena. She does not ride.
She may yet be compelled. And her dragon.
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king. She
Damn.
is formidable.
So Dreamfire must be huge then.
How goes the sea snake?
Better than you.
On another topic.
Yeah. Anyway,
My ship is no longer the sea snake. She was a testament to my own glory. I've given her a new name.
Rhaenys.
Rhaenys? Yeah.
Queen who never was.
Oh.
What I do now, I do for her.
I think we're gonna lose Corlys in this episode.
Who would be her hand then? You know.
Jacaerys. And he'd do a terrible job.
Yeah, he would. He'd suck.
But it could be a chance for his mom to finally throw him a bone, give him some
He
responsibility.
does.
Though.
Yeah. I mean, she does. Otherwise, he's gonna do something rash.
Exactly. He's too much of a hothead to just stay contained like that. She's got to give him something.
Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
Interesting.
I am sent as an emissary from the Queen.
I mean, his name's
Your
kind of
movements.
There are battles to be fought. And in times like this,
Oh, he heard it too.
This place will have you barking at the moon.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course, for good or ill.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself,
Oh, that was weird. The camera shot was like slightly candid there.
Thank you for a turn
That
close,
was interesting.
Sir Alfred.
Yeah, this is crazy. I never liked this guy, but
I
like,
can't believe you're doing this. This is so ballsy of you.
I can believe it. He had no
What we need
loyalty to Rhaenyra at
in
all. Really,
this
he said he
moment.
did.
He's a man.
is a
Yeah.
king.
Yeah. He couldn't.
He thinks that Daemon will be more sexist than he is loyal to his own blood. He's like, oh, this guy, he'll see my point because I'm talking about men here, not Rhaenyra, his love, you know? Is it gonna...
that was an interesting reaction.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Yeah.
Is he on board?
Yeah, did that resonate or not?
He
And how
plays
did
his
it
cards
resonate?
like so close to the chest you could never really
I think
tell.
the point was that they weren't supposed to know he was looking. Daemon, definitely.
Strong has the best drip. Like, I love his robes. Every time.
Drink this.
Is she gonna try and convince Helena to leave with her? Or convince her to become a dragon in battle?
I was happier before I was queen.
Before you had to marry your brother, you mean?
What would you think about leaving this place?
Okay. Okay.
Where would I go?
It's a good question. It's hard to think about when you don't know where you'd go.
I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond.
I do not wish to fight.
Our wishes must take second place now to what is necessary to preserve the throne.
Just go AWOL on the dragon. Just get on your dragon and fly away.
It isn't a question.
They have defiled our birthright. It is a sin and must be punished.
May I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
We are in peril today more than yesterday.
Was it peril that moved you to burn the town of Sharppoint? Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation? You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted. And now you seek to corrupt your sister, of all our line the gentlest and most deserving.
Very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this. Not like this.
Not at any cost.
Yeah, it's not really a victory if you have to lose what makes you who you are, you know, to get there.
I don't really know what his motive is, you know? Like, it's not revenge. I guess power, but that's just too...
He wants the throne, but he clearly has no disposition for ruling.
Yeah.
You know? It's the tragic
He's not
story
a
of someone
leader,
who wants something
you know?
that they just can't have,
He's not
you know?
leading anything.
He thinks he can just be as brutal as possible, and that's how you win.
Wow. Really?
Do you think nothing of your oath?
Fine.
Lord Commander.
Does he know that it's his sisters that he's sniffing?
Of course he does. He saw him
Steward's
give it to
son
him.
from Dawn.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Saw her give it to him.
Everybody's watching. Look at this.
She saved my life. Once from the headsman's axe and once from myself. Since then, she has been the beacon I follow.
No.
Do not think I have no shame in me, sir.
Doesn't
Desire
matter.
for women has brought me grief after grief.
Then resisted.
So you've become an incel now? Is that the new... Is that the new direction we're going?
Right.
Or perhaps all men are corrupt. And true honor is a mist.
There's such arrogance to think that if I can't do it, no one can do it. You know? Just because you struggle with it doesn't mean that everybody does, man.
I have no philosophy. Or rather, my philosophy was this.
Come on, don't flinch. Really weakens your position here, dude.
That was a test. That was a test, and now he knows he can kill this guy
Yeah.
if he needs to.
The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet.
Mm-hmm.
As it should be. Dragons are superior to
dragons
humans.
All our
do.
fine
Yes.
thoughts, all our endeavors are as nothing. We march now toward our annihilation.
Probably. Most likely.
Definitely yours.
If you're in the infantry and you're going up against a flying dragon, like, I would think the same thing.
Are you seeing him now? For the dark man that he is.
You're realizing that the man in charge of this company has no desire to survive this battle?
He's literally got a death wish.
Like, you don't want to follow that necessarily.
Oh my. Ugh. Oh, right.
So all the blue-haired people here.
It's just to show us where we are, that we're far away.
We're in Blue Hair Land.
Yeah. Oh, come on, dude.
He's so not a fighter, though.
I'm pretty impressed that he hasn't gotten any mud in his mouth, how much open it is. Whoa! Woof! That was a hard hit.
That was a good hit.
Nice. All right. Are you on? He's like terrified now.
King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
I hope you will testify to the worth
of the ambassador by agreeing to his most humble request.
I will most certainly consider. Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
I have not.
Uh-oh.
And I would not.
So you reject the hospitality of my
Oh,
house?
God. This poor guy. Okay, then. Are you joking? Please
Yeah,
be
no, I was
joking.
gonna say that was another test.
Phew!
A jest, my lord. What do you take me for?
You guys are coming off very savage, okay?
Yeah, you're very weird, all right? We go for anything here.
This poor man.
God, Tyland's having a bad day. Although, honestly, by Westeros standards, he's having a great day. He's having a great day.
Better than getting
so much worse.
incinerated by
It
a
does not
dragon.
befit a prince to pout.
Look at this moping,
Oh my God, seriously,
this
like
pouting
lower
face.
lip, just
Not pouting, mother. Love it.
If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me common. Or you.
You know what I am.
I don't care. You are the crown prince, the son of the rightful queen, and here you are sulking.
Seriously.
Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father? Such is the way of the world, Jace, and in resenting it, you only diminish yourself.
And if it's that big of a deal, just get some peroxide.
Prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
doesn't stop you from being your mother's child.
Yeah. You're still the
Come
child
on.
of a Targaryen.
Yeah, you're still a Targaryen.
Betwixt the wind and water, hoist me, lads, and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
Oh my goodness.
They're just like hazing him at this point.
I know, right? Yay! Yay!
I mean, if they're saying his name differently
Every time, I was
every
gonna
time they say his name.
You have proven yourself most accommodating. And more accomplished than one would think, to look at you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, hey.
I will be pleased to sail at your side. And my captains with me.
But first you must sleep with me and all of my captains.
I know, right?
To the gullet on the morrow!
Yeah!
Huzzah! Huzzah, dude.
You are a handsome man.
There we
Here
go.
it comes.
You have proven your worth.
And it's the night before the battle.
I want you to fuck my wives.
Of all the scenarios, and that was not one of them.
How many words do you have?
I know. How
Yes.
much is this? How much work is this?
He's
gonna
asking
be?
the right questions, yeah.
Not
many-
concerned about wives. Not concerned
How
about wives.
many are we
or
talking
wives.
about here?
Oh, and some more of these little birds.
Oh my word.
To our new riders. The three of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now.
4 of them.
That's true.
I have entrusted you with a power only few
I
have
just
known.
noticed that her shoulders are
I'm
actually
charged to take
dragon
the top of
heads.
fealty.
That's
they?
so cool.
Her outfits are always
Serve
so
me
cool.
Look at them, they're
Oh,
dragon
yeah.
heads. That's the coolest shit.
I had thought the mere fact of you might stay the enemy's hand.
But this is Aiden
Yeah,
we're
really?
talking
This is
about.
right. We must strike while we have the advantage.
Cool. Let's do it. Let's do some striking in this episode.
You'll fly in 2 days' time.
So this
2
is their-
days. You got 2 days to learn how to do this.
Old Town and Lannisport and their armies all must be subdued.
Okay, that's okay. Are we sending dragons individually to each of these places, or are we going to hit each place as a group of dragons? We should definitely stay as a
don't
group.
know.
I think.
I think they have to stay together.
The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a go as she is. We're afraid of nothing. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
Mm-hmm.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Seriously.
Best make me a knight then.
You forget yourself.
Damn! Look at the King's Guard in the back, like just going for the sword. He's like, I'm gonna stab this guy.
Sense of humor do you all good.
No, I'm fully on Ulf's side. Fuck it. He was small folk a week ago, and now he gets to eat a feast for like the first time in his life in a castle, have a dragon. I mean, if you give me a dragon, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
It's true.
Real
you would.
quick.
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong.
Daemon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
Damn, so Strong has been reporting to Rhaenyra about Daemon on Harrenhal this whole time. I think Daemon might kill him when he finds out that he's been doing that.
Adam, come with me.
What about me, mother?
He never gets involved in anything.
I'm telling you, he's going to be made Hand of the Queen, I think. That'll be his responsibility that he gets when Lord Corlys dies.
To Ghost.
Oh my goodness.
Is it that Alice chick?
Yep. Meanwhile, on Ghost Adventures. Yeah, this has been my favorite set, I think, in the whole season.
Agreed.
This little, like, leaf-strewn, ruined, like, tree courtyard. What is that? Makes me think of Keith Parkinson in, like, 80s fantasy. Like, Lady Hawk.
You wish to bend the world to your will.
Gosh, I love his swagger. Like, the way he walks is so good.
He's so smooth.
Like, even when he's suspicious.
There are omens here for those who seek them.
Omens.
Omens. In
You
it.
do not scoff.
I'm no longer inclined to.
Yeah, the things he's seen, now he's a believer.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you? All your life you've sought to command your own fate. But today you are ready.
To do. Yeah, they were absolutely cooking with the aesthetics of this place. Oh, it's all bleeding. Three-eyed raven!
Yeah,
Three-eyed raven!
The raven.
Whoa! What? Holy shit, is Daemon watching Game of Thrones right now? He's fully watching all 8 seasons.
Yeah, right?
Boom.
There we
There's
go.
Daenerys' eggs. There she is. There she is.
What?
Khaleesi!
So, baby dragons. Oh. Gosh, I remember that moment. That was insane.
Yeah, that was insane. The pre-reaction days.
Now where is he? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Yes! Yay! I'm glad that's what you see.
It's all a story.
It was written by George R.R. Martin. She's gonna drop the knowledge on him.
And you're but one part in it.
Why is it Helena saying this?
You know your part.
She's like the purest one who could say it to her. Say it to him.
You know what you must do.
Yeah, Helena's the one with the least likelihood to have an ulterior motive of anyone in the family, I think.
Sister, we share the same blood, you and I. I know you wish no harm to anyone.
What if she like pushes him off?
Vhagar would catch him somehow.
We will lay waste to Daemon and his army.
You gonna remind her about her child?
And if I refuse?
Nice.
Will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Nice.
Damn.
Calling him out.
That is a lie.
I saw it.
And that's not a no.
She saw it?
Maybe she really was, like, astral projected to Daemon just now, you know?
Aegon will be king again. He sits on a wooden throne. And you?
Sit on a porcelain throne.
You'll be dead. You were swallowed up in the god's eye. And you were never seen again.
Were. It's weird how she's speaking in the past tense already about him.
He's crying?
I could have you killed.
It wouldn't change anything.
Nice.
Cold.
God, she's so like...
What's the God's Eye? We've heard of the God's Eye before. It's a place, right? I think she just told him where he's gonna die.
Yeah.
So, like, if he just, like, avoids the God's Eye, maybe he'll be good. Cyrax. See smoke! Oh, Caraxes. Oh, he doesn't want to have to fight these other dragons. So far, everyone's on the same side, and Daemon hasn't fully split
are
off.
they fighting things?
I mean, not yet, but I don't trust
Okay.
Daemon to stay with Rhaenyra. Harrenhal's come a long way. It's still kind of a ruin, but it was just like so run down before, and
now
it was
it looks
empty.
like a marketplace.
It looks like a functional military base. You know, we've got all these soldiers.
There we go. Everybody quiet. Your queen is here.
That's a cool shot.
His swagger is so good. All right.
He really does have the swagger down. That's
that
great.
Guy.
I wasn't expecting you.
I love how coyly he said that.
I see you have done well here.
They're sworn to me. And not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
We're getting right to it.
You're gonna make me say it.
Come on, you're embarrassing me in front of my army.
Filipasma kesu pranon merisa sola armazis.
Okay, his perspective has completely shifted now. Winter is coming.
The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Bend the knee.
Wow.
Let's go.
Most
Let's
honorable
fucking
thing
go.
he's ever done.
Seriously.
Come on, everybody.
Very happy for Rhaenyra in this moment.
To the true queen.
Good for her.
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra.
Woo!
First of our name, I am meant to serve you until death or the end of our story.
Aww. There we go. Even what's his face? Screw you, dude.
Yeah,
Look
dude.
at him. Look at him.
Your plan has failed.
Oh my god, egg all over that face.
Seriously. And that's potentially fatal in this world. His face.
He is just like an audience to his own life.
He's
like,
us. He's us. We are the audience.
Ine arli kridruchas.
And I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Silutan. My queen.
He's such a jackass.
Yeah, he is. But he knows that she can take it.
Yeah. He knows that it's endearing, too.
Yeah.
He gets away with it.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them.
Yeah.
There will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
Yeah. Woo!
Let's go.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
He's like, oh, fuck.
I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of the front of the line.
I thought I was in a different group of people.
Yeah, oh, I'm supposed to go with Group C.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The wrong line. Oh boy, she like.
Look at Strong back there. He's doing the Lando Calrissian clap from the end of Return of the Jedi.
I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
You've done what is asked of you, and more. And the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
I never asked to lead, as you well know.
Why are you forcing him into this?
Because he feels really bad and he misses his wife. And this is the one way he can feel a connection, you know?
I will endeavor to improve myself.
Women chase him. He misses his wife.
I am trying to help you.
Oof.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
You may go.
Do you know what it was like for us? To grow up fatherless? Do you know what hunger does to a boy? And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire. And now that boy is dead. And his sister before him. And the heir that took his place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
Seriously,
Damn.
dude. I'm glad somebody's saying it to him.
I will decline any offers of help.
Yeah.
If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began. Alone.
Sad. Took the one out of his sails at the end there. His own sails. He was like, alone. Wait, actually, that kind of makes me feel worse.
I'm going to be alone. Oh. Cheap stealer. Come on. They keep teasing us with these wide shots like we're about to see a dragon.
Do you think we can even see the battle?
If we don't see the battle, I'm gonna be pissed.
There it is.
She's out here playing Skyrim right now.
Seriously.
You gotta walk for like 20 days and you finally find the dragon flying somewhere.
You have done what no one else would dream of. The gods favor you. They put the means to victory in your hands.
And yet, to claim it, I must
young dragons
strike.
playing with each other.
And in striking, I doom thousands to their deaths.
Yes. But if you let them strike, thousands will die anyway, so that really is unavoidable at this point.
You must prevail.
And who pays the price?
The small folk.
Small folk.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. She's the only one who's thinking of them.
I was just thinking that. She's the only person
only
in the
one.
hegemony that we've seen so far who actually
Everybody just cares
considers
about the
the small
throne.
folk. Yeah.
But she's just like, how do I maintain the throne and help my people? Because
Makes me
that's
think of,
the job I've been given.
Right. I think of Marjorie Tyrell.
Oh my gosh, her robe is amazing. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
I have to see you.
Here? How?
I did not expect this.
Was
I
she
did
on that
not
lone
see
ship
this.
we saw on the horizon?
I've been, I think, mistaken.
In what?
Everything?
I was raised to believe there was an order to things. That there was security in following the path laid out for us. I resented you, I think, for caring so little for any of it, for knowing what you wanted. I did not know what I wanted. I knew only what was expected of me.
Get to your point.
Because I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me.
Yeah.
All those I put my faith in,
You were kind of
my husband, my
put on
father,
another
my
path.
lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, with the same dude and everything.
Yeah, you guys almost shared children.
You alone made virtue your banner.
And I clung to it. In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it.
I can't believe Alicent came all this way and Rhaenyra has a girlfriend now.
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
Oh, go then. Leave us behind, as you say. Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
She hasn't been biting her fingers in a long time.
Yeah. Her relationship with Rhaenyra goes back so far, it makes her regress.
Aemon will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood.
No, it's not going to work.
Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
It's not going to work.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's-
matter.
there's no way.
Aemon's going to lose his shit. It's not going to work.
What of Aegon?
He still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee.
No,
You've been not a mother at all to him. Like,
You defend him.
Like, what?
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this.
Yeah, but you can't fault Alicent for trying to spare the life of her own son, you know? Like, she had to try.
Mhm.
She still is his
Yeah,
mom.
she is. Yeah, it
Even
is-
if she's
it
a
is
crappy
her
mom, like, she has a duty there.
Will you shrink from what you set out to do? Or will you see it through? And make your sacrifice?
Aegon wants to die. He doesn't want to live.
No, I mean, you're right.
I'm not saying it's justified or anything, but like... Damn.
It's already going to be a son for a son because Aemond is definitely dying in this plan, right?
I don't know.
There's no way he'll just be like, all right,
Just-
fair play, and like give it up because
He
you have
could
King's
take-
Landing.
He's got Vhagar, and that could be enough.
Exactly. You have to kill him to end that threat. So, like, if Aemond is dying, then it's already a son for a son.
Oh. I appreciate that this is devastating for Rhaenyra too, because she knows what it feels like.
It's a fantastically acted scene.
You have much changed.
Let us be done with this.
Seriously, you guys don't need to prolong this conversation anymore.
History will paint you a villain. A cold queen. Grasping for power and then defeated.
Let them think what they must.
If it means that she is able to set things right.
I am at last myself.
If it means the war ends.
With no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air. To die unremarked and unnoticed. And be free.
Man.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
What?
My part is here, whether I will or no. It was decided for me long ago.
Sad.
It kind of felt like a final meeting. I think one of them might die before this plan can get hatched in 3 days' time.
I'm not worried about Alicent.
She has to make the journey now, and that's dangerous.
And she has to convince everybody?
Well, the only one she has to convince is Helena,
also
who will be
think-
left in charge while Aemon flies to war. Let's go. Let's go. Hugh in the dragon armor. This song is very interesting. It's the piano makes me think of Light of the Seven. Makes me think of like the end of Game of Thrones. Like there was a lot of heavy piano score in those final moments. Wow, Ulf, you could have fooled me into thinking you're not a drunken bastard in that outfit. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Oh, okay, we're crossing the twins. We made a deal with the Freys. Here we go. Stark banners in the front. Here's Tyland, who can't walk properly anymore after his trip. Yeah, he got snoo-snooed on that trip, and we all know it. Daemon in the best armor, of course, as usual. When you're the best fighter in the realms, you get that armor. He unlocked it at like level 20.
Oh my goodness. That guy's got incredible balance.
Wait, no, that's Tyland. That's right. I always forget Tyland has a twin.
Oh.
There's two of them. They're fucking twins.
We had two sets of twins?
Of course we do.
I didn't know that either.
No, they did it on purpose to
I
mislead.
keep getting confused.
It's to mislead the viewers like us.
Okay.
Either he's going to save Corlys's life, or Corlys is going to save his life in the battle, and it's going to change their dynamic. Or one of them's going to die.
Corlys should save Corlys is going to die saving Alan's life. That's what's going to happen. I got that face.
That's a gnarly dragon.
Is that a person?
No, it was a sheep, wasn't it?
It looks like it had legs. Oh my god! Like, you see like the barbs on the wings?
Did you see the weird coloration? It was almost like it had like vitiligo. Oh, it's Otto Hightower.
Oh,
it's my boy. He's been in a cell this whole time.
Where? What cell? Oh my word! You got him out.
Fully saving his life.
Yeah.
Fully saving his life.
Awesome
That's such a good shot. Look at that.
Oh, the scrolls.
Look at that. Yeah, the cinematography's been fantastic
Wow,
this
look at
season.
That sky.
That feels like the end.
They're not going to show us a battle, are they?
Man, fuck you! We're gonna give you the biggest, coolest battles. We got one off-screen battle.
That's why we felt like
finale.
last episode wasn't the penultimate episode because it didn't like set anything up because nothing happened.
Well, I mean, it was
This is setting
epic. It was epic and it was intense. We got all this dragon action, but
Yeah.
it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah,
This has been a fun season.
They need to weave it all together though. They got to start tying it all together.
It's been fun, but I feel like I've been very consistently left wanting more, but not necessarily in a good way.
No.
Like I felt like the episode was too short, or the things they concentrated on were not the parts that I was interested in. Overall, it was I enjoyed it though. I think looking at it from like a meta perspective, this show's fantastic. Like the costuming, the lighting, the cinematography, the visual effects, like it all looks like impeccable.
I'm okay with the storytelling. I think the storytelling's going okay.
Yeah, the story itself is compelling. I'm liking it. The show just drips with budget. You know, like when you look at the castles, like the horizons, the landscapes, the dragons, like it's just, I love that stuff. It's impeccable.
So much seems so more practical too. I mean, with the tree, with the whatever tree, the whatever they're
the weirwoods, with the blood. That was so cool.
Yeah,
we got a
that was
vision of like
crazy.
everything that happened. everything that's going to happen. It's like Daemon is now Bran the Broken. Like he just knows everything.
Yeah. Do you think
I've done it
that
again.
was what it took for him though? Because like we were being led to believe this whole time that Daemon was like building this army for himself, he was going to turn against the queen. And do you think that vision actually like turned it for him?
I think he was building the army for himself. And then once he realized the larger threat, he was like, oh shit, well, okay, I'm going to back Rhaenyra so I can have Rhaenyra and her forces in the fight against the White Walkers in the future. You know?
Because it's not about a fight for the throne at this point.
He was thinking several steps ahead, and it's not just Rhaenyra is the rightful ruler of this. It's that I will never be able to convince Aegon and Aemond to help me with the White Walkers. So I need to make sure Rhaenyra is the one that comes out on top of this conflict.
Exactly.
So that's more what I think his thinking was about.
I think Helena is the three-eyed raven. I think she
Yeah?
is. Yeah. That's why she was able to go into the vision and talk to Daemon, and why she knew what was going to happen to Aemon.
And she said she saw what Aemon did to Aegon too.
And we saw the raven in the vision, and that always is like there has to be somebody on the other side of it. Like
that was crazy. That was seeing the three-eyed raven. That was super unexpected.
Yeah.
Seeing Daenerys.
Yeah.
Like the actual the main three.
I'm
dragons.
glad they reused that shot because it was a good one. It was such a good moment in the original series. So
that was fun. They kind of recaptured a little bit of the season 1 Game of Thrones magic.
But
a little bit.
like they gotta treat their fans every now and then.
I think the MVP of this episode was honestly Tywin Lannister. And everything that he went through. Like
having to best.
Man took one for the team and then got snood over it.
Yeah.
And
How many
wives
do you have?
yeah. Asking the right questions straight away. Okay, let's talk numbers here. Like, what am I in for?
She was like, I want to bury your children, but really, like, I want all my wives to bury your children. We're all going to bury your children.
Well, I'm going to collect all the variants of your genes. That's pretty much.
So there's a bunch of Lannisters out in that.
Yes, wherever that
Wow, there's a whole line
yes.
of Lannisters out there then. Whoa.
I feel like every noble house has bastards.
Yeah.
Like every noble house had, like, there's Baratheon bastards
that was
out
made.
there.
That was a point that was made in the episode too.
Well, sure.
And
so
I'm
yeah,
glad,
of course there's lots of Targaryen.
I'm glad I don't remember the sister, the cousin, or the niece or whatever, but who was talking to Jacaerys and was like, "You're not the first prince who's been nobleman who was not sired by his noble father. Like, it's very common, and it doesn't make you less you.
There are so many things in his life that are so fantastically better than the average person in Westeros has it. That choosing to focus on the setbacks and the drawbacks is such a privileged, like, just kind of like, woe is me.
Because he thinks that hearing the whispers means that he has had it the worst.
Right.
You know? It's like, that's not that bad, dude.
But also, he's an adolescent, isn't he? Like, is he like 15, 16?
He's like 16. He's got to be.
Maybe he's supposed to be older than that or younger than that. But that's the age that he looks to me. And at that age you are, you totally have your head up your own ass.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
No offense to any 15-year-olds watching this. Like, you know, but it's true.
It's the truth. Speaking as a former 15-year-old.
Yeah, we were all there. Our heads were all the way up there. Let me tell you. You don't even know. Yeah, it was quite flexible back in those days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed this season. I think this was fun. Apparently, we have to wait 2 full years for season 3.
Yeah, but you know, they couldn't tell it all, and they have to leave something for the next season. So
this is that magical period where, like, we inhaled the show. We know everybody's names now because the season's over.
I know. And 2 years from now,
we're not
going to
remember any of this.
Aegon, what?
Aemon, Aegon, Viserys, Jacaerys, Lucerys. Like, come on. Daenerys, Jaehaerys. Like, come on. And that's just the fucking Targaryen names. We're not even talking about, like, every other rhyming house because there's so many of them.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to meet Jed Stark pretty soon. Short for Jeddard. And his brother, Red Stark, of the Foreman Starks hyphen. Yeah, this was a fun reaction and a fun season of just like some nice high budget dragon soap opera. Like I don't think either of us take this show too seriously. Like I've been watching House of the Dragon takes on Twitter. People get heated. They care. This is like real life to them.
It's like they're identifying with it a little too much.
I remember when Lucerys got eaten by Vhagar, and there were people on Twitter acting like a real murder had been committed.
It's pretty awesome.
Like it was rough, but it is so not real. It's fake. It's all made up, and people are acting like this. And I get it. You know, everyone has their fandom their own way, but like people are intense about Westeros, man. And I guess I didn't really realize that because for us, we're very much casual. Like enjoyers, we will be analytical and like we'll catch things that are going on beneath the surface. Yeah. But like I don't think there have been any revelations in this show that have like shocked me to my core.
No, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I do like the surprises, though. There are some surprises.
And there have been some fun ones and some good twists,
yeah.
but I don't think anything was like earth-shattering here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks more to our level of investment in this franchise than it does like the production itself. I think that this was well presented, you know?
I mean, I'm here to be entertained, and I was entertained.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
really what it boils down to for me.
It's a mission accomplished for me in that, because that's what we set out to do, was like have fun watching some dragons, have some laughs, have some cries. Like we went on the whole journey here, and like yeah. I wanted more battles, but I'm always gonna want more battles because I want more action than I want like anything else from like a dragon centric show. I want to watch dragons in action.
Do you think they're going to start the next season with like a battle? Because I know that now Rhaenyra's trying to do the whole non. Like,
they're going to start the next goddamn season after the battle that they spent a whole season fucking building up to.
Burn bodies and like.
Yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of bodies and like... Harrenhal's on fire, and it's going to have like Kristen Cole being like, well. That was pretty sweet. Let's talk about what happened in the battle and through exposition. Like, yeah, there's gonna be like a decapitated dragon over there, and like we'll never even get to see the dragon. Like, I'm being glib, but like there's a non-0% chance that they do that to us.
Yeah, there was a lot of not seeing battles more than we did see the battles, and I don't know.
There was a lot of emphasis placed on how many battles we were gonna get this season 2, and then we got like two actual scenes of combat. Everything else was like right before and then right after the battle, like you're saying. Like
all the combat we got was the mud wrestling in this episode. Yeah. And I really thought it was going to go in a different direction. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I know that was... Well, the mud wrestling scene... Yeah, sorry, I had to relive it for a second. Sorry. No, it was good. It was good. Tyland really took one for the team.
Though,
like he deserves the Iron Throne after that. There's a reason Lannisters ended up being the hegemony that rules the kingdom. Right. Because Tyland Lannister took one for the team.
Fortitude, man. That's fortitude.
Awesome. Do you have any more thoughts about the season in general, I guess? Or it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a while. I wonder, like, I'm always curious, like, what do they have planned right now? And what's actually going to end up panning out when we see it in 2 years? And, like, yeah, I'm curious about Helena because like she got a whole bunch of dialogue all of a sudden when she's been barely able to speak this entire time, and now she's like super lucid and
she's like a little mouse.
Yeah,
she's very shy and like she wants no part of it. Also, so there's a reason why we're not really getting her featured much, but like clearly she's going to have a major role to play further in the story, and that's why like we suddenly got the spotlight on her at the end. I think. I know that like to your point of like how much is planned, how much is written. The whole thing is established because this is a book that was long since published. Like this came out years ago. That's true. So I feel like the ending is set in stone pretty much. It was a unique thing with Game of Thrones because the books hadn't finished coming out and then the show eclipsed the books in terms of pacing, and so they had to kind of make it up. But I feel like we're going to get whatever the ending is of House of the Dragon. It'll be more concise and it will feel like it makes sense because it's the actual ending of a book that was already written. You know? It's this whole series is an adaptation versus Game of Thrones where like 75% of it is an adaptation and then the last two chapters are like fan fiction that the directors were like fine, and then he says this and then this happens. Like it's like Wallace and Gromit when they run out of train tracks.
Oh my goodness.
And he's on the front of the train putting the tracks down as fast as he can.
Yes.
That's what the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones were. And I'm thinking we won't have that problem here because the whole narrative has been fleshed out before the show even started production.
I feel like though, like I heard that like Alan was, I mean, I know he is a really big character, but I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I thought he was going to be the Dragon Rider, not his brother. And so like, I'm just wondering if those little types of things like that might be being set up right now are actually going to end up being like, just because like, I'm going to forget everything in 2 years. And I know it. We're going to watch like 20, 30 shows between now and then. Probably more. And
so much is going to happen between now and then. I don't even know who I'm going to be by then.
What are they going to, what if they set us up for that's actually going to like pan out the way we expect? And like, what if they set us up for that's actually going to be completely different? And
I think there's a lot of things that they're setting up that are not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like Rhaenyra and Alicent's little plan of like, I'll just hand you the keys to the kingdom in 3 days' time. No way.
I don't even know that Alicent's going to make it. But how is she going to convince? She has no allies right now in the castle. None.
Well, the thing is,
Helena
is the only person she needs to convince because Helena will be the queen regent while Aemond is off at war.
And she's the only, like, Helena's like the only one that she's been a parent to even a little bit. Like, at least she spends time with Helena. Like,
it's either Alicent's not gonna survive to make it back to King's Landing to have this conversation with Helena, Or the plan goes off perfectly without a hitch, and then it doesn't even matter, and Vhagar just takes them all out anyway.
Anyway, I know. I'm like,
Because it's totally
even
possible
if-
that they have this brilliant strategy, and Vhagar's like, fuck you, I'm a giant dragon.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
Screw you, Mom.
Yeah. Like, Aemond is flying the biggest dragon.
Yeah.
Like, that could still be all it takes for him to break through their plan.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and Aemond is definitely the kind of guy who's like, oh, I can't have it, no one can have it. Like,
Yeah.
he would burn King's Landing to the ground in that scenario. And since King's Landing's still around hundreds of years later in Game of Thrones, I have to assume that that's not going to happen.
That's not what happens.
And I can't imagine a scenario where Aemond doesn't try to burn the place down out of frustration.
Yeah.
So, like, clearly that's not going to happen.
Yeah, just because he was slighted, like Alicent was saying.
Right.
I was like, you burn buildings and you burn towns and villages just because you feel like you were insulted. Like, you're not putting a lot of faith into your
You're
followers.
not king material,
like...
man. And even if you are king material, you've squandered your goodwill. And that's equally important.
That's true. And like Rhaenyra, remember last episode or whatever with the vegetables, and like she like the people are going to be ready to bow to her. Like they're going to be ready.
It's like such a balancing of the scales, because like she spent all this time and effort, got the goodwill of the people, but then summoning all the Targaryen bastards to come and try and claim a dragon, like, because unless you were in the room, like the optics of that are, I accepted an invitation from Rhaenyra, and then I was never seen again.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
She didn't feed them to the dragon. She had good intentions. She was trying to hope for the best. But the end result is still that, Rhaenyra rounded up the Targaryens and a dragon ate them all. And, that doesn't look great.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be a man of the, a woman of the people.
The call was pretty clear. And I think that everybody who went in knew what they were getting themselves into. Like, if you're told, like, hey, you know, your bloodline might just maybe be compatible with the dragon, and if you want to come give it a try, we're inviting you out. But, you know, it's a dragon.
If I'm getting chosen and claimed by a dragon, it's going to be like what happens to Adam. We're getting chased through the woods, and the dragon's like, "You're cool.
Oh,
you can ride me."
literally.
And he's like,
yeah.
"What the fuck
yeah,
is happening?"
I know, that was so
Like,
good. It's like she it was a sea smoke, isn't that?
Sea smoke. Sea smoke
could like smell him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he's
they
like,
were
my
my driver's out there.
Yeah, come here. And he's like, "Oh my god, why is it chasing me?" He's like,
stop running. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like when you're running away from a dog and the dog thinks you're playing a game, so it's like chasing you like way more intensely, and you're like, "No!"
Or when you're trying to catch your dog and they think that you're
running away
game,
from you is the game. Yeah,
I had a dog like that. Peaches.
Oh, Peaches. Love Peaches.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to be claimed by a dragon, it would be like what happened to Adam, in the wild, organically. I'm not going to accept some invitation like, "Hey, come try your luck claiming a dragon in this creepy basement, and you might die."
That sounds so sad.
Side by side with 100 other people. Like it's like those people that grab you in the mall food court and make you come and answer the survey. You know, they just come out of nowhere and sweep you away into this hidden room, and suddenly you're in a focus group for some bullshit
they're trying to
movie.
sell you a set of knives.
Yeah, or a timeshare or something. That's kind of what it felt like for Rhaenyra. For oh yeah, hey, oh hey, are you between 18 and 24? Come with me. I got something to talk to you about. I'll give you a Hot Topic gift card when we're done. It's gonna be fine. And then you get eaten by a dragon.
Yep, burned to a crisp.
It's a hard life out there for Targaryen bastard. Great hair though, great hair. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been our reaction to House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 8. The Queen Who Ever Was.
Mm-hmm.
I like that name too. Yeah, was she ever?
Yeah.
Here's hoping this hot streak lasts for her. Yeah. She got to keep it going for 2 full years to win that battle. That's a long time. Yeah. This reaction has been edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use, chopped into 10 minutes in length, which means you're not getting the full reaction here on YouTube. If you want to check out the full-length uncut version of this reaction, it's available over on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya!